Right now, spur of the moment video. You know I do this sometimes, right? Hare Krishna. So check it out. There's a lot of buzz right now about the moon, right? And so I want to talk about chandra vamsa real quick. Chandra vamsa is the lunar dynasty. There's dynasties of beings that come from the moon. Lord Sri Krishna descends from the people who come from the lunar dynasty. Lord Sri Ram descends from the people who come from the solar dynasty. That's called suryanvamsa. And there's also another vamsa. There's also another dynasty called Agni Vamsa. And they come from the god of fire. He has a whole family of people, like I think that's those Zoroastrian people. Apparently in Iran, they still do something, a fire yagna. They do a fire ritual, and even to this day, demigods come to this earth to take part in that fire ritual, because when you do these fire sacrifices and these ancient Vedic sacrifices, you get a lot of blessings, apparently, material blessings. I mean, it's immense. So you'll have beings come to visit our planet from other planet. But I saw a headline the other day where it was talking about Mars and that they found structures under the surface of Mars. Well, the only thing I can say about that, I haven't been to Mars. They found structures under the surface of the moon as well. And these structures are not natural structures. I mean, they have right angles. You know, in nature, you don't have too many right angles, right? So these structures, well, if you look up what Srila Prabhupada talks about Chandra Vamsa, and he talks about the condition of the real moon, he says that there's a cloaked civilization that's on the moon right now. And that is, the people there are way more advanced. They live a higher grade of life than what we live on the earthly type planets, and they live much longer than us. They imbibe a substance called soma, S-O-M-A. But specifically, the most interesting thing about the moon is that there's a cloaked civilization up there. And when our scientists point their instrument towards the moon, they find hot spots under the surface of the moon. And it's not volcanic or lava activity. It's more like machine-produced heat. Now, when you're dealing with Mars, I don't know much about Mars, but I know that Mars used to be a place where civilizations could thrive, and it had an environment, a biosphere that people could live in. Now, there was wars in eons ago. There were interplanetary wars. All of these things are written of in the Vedic literature. And from what I understand, some asuras or some demonic people went to go hide on the planet Mars. And Kartikeya is the one, when you see the Hindu deities, he's riding a peacock, and he's the general of all armies. As a matter of fact, he's one of the sons of Lord Shiva. Right? You have Ganesha and you have Kartikeya. What's interesting is that Ganesha rides a mouse. Kartikeya rides a peacock, and Lord Shiva has a snake around his neck. All three of those animals are mortal enemies of each other. A peacock will eat a snake. A snake will eat a mouse. But only in the house of Lord Shiva can these three animals coexist peacefully. And the reason they can coexist peacefully is because Lord Ram, or Lord Sri Krishna, Bhagavan, the creator, the Lord of all, is the focus of those families. You see, when God is the focus of your family and your life, you can't help but find harmony. Maybe that's why America is so disunited and disharmonious, is because God is not really the focus of our lives. God is not the center of our lives, and that's why America is so divided and easily conquered. But again, in the house of Lord Shiva, so Kartikeya, also known as Murugan, he's like the chief warrior in the universe. He's the general of all generals. And he attacked the planet Mars thousands and maybe even millions of years ago. Another interesting fact is that I saw a YouTube video, a short video or Facebook video, and the guy was basically saying that our moon came into our orbit. It was brought here about 12,000 years ago. Well, coincidentally, about 12,000 years ago, we also had an impact, an astronomical impact, and the time period that took place in was called the Younger Dryas. So if you want to look up younger Dryas impact theory, Dryas is spelled Dryas. So look up younger Dryas impact theory. I spoke about it before. So at around the time the moon allegedly came into our orbit was around the same time that something struck the planet. Now I could theorize and hypothesize and say, well, maybe when the moon was being dragged out here or transported out here, maybe some rocks that accompanied that gravitational field went off course and hit the earth by mistake. But I'm more inclined to believe that a being named Lucifer hit the planet at around 12,000 years ago, 12,900 years ago. A being or a spaceship or some kind of craft named Lucifer hit the planet. The reason why I believe that, as I mentioned in another video, if you look at the DNA science, the European humanoid, the Caucasoid human, their DNA does not stretch back past the younger Dryas. Apparently, DNA science shows that the white body form of human arrived on this planet 12,900 years ago. And 12,900 years ago, something huge hit this planet. And then you have Yeshua, the Messiah from 2,000 years ago, say he witnessed Lucifer hit the planet like a lightning bolt. We got to stop looking at things as symbolism and start taking some more things literally. When a person say it, they say it. Look, I saw something hit the planet like a lightning bolt, and Jesus claimed it was Lucifer. So there it is. I ain't calling nobody nothing. I'm just saying I'm putting the pieces together, and you guys figure out what's what. So I just wanted to say there's a chandra, vamsa, there's a dynasty of beings, according to the Veda, that comes from the moon. There's a dynasty of beings that come from Vivasvan Surya, also known in ancient Egypt as Ra, and they come from the sun. And there's also a lineage of beings that come from the god of fire. So do your research, leave your comments, share, like, and most importantly, in these crazy times, in this age of Kali Yuga, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Peace and blessings, y'all.